Hi, this is Tony Messer here at Pickaweb, and in this video I'm going to explain how to transfer a US domain name. Okay, so transferring a US domain name, something like, for example, .com, .net, .org, .biz, very straightforward, but there are three things that you need. First thing is you need your domain's EPP code. It's also sometimes known as an AUTH code. The next thing you need is to make sure that your domain name is unlocked. And the third thing you need is you need to check that your email address is listed as the domain's admin contact. Let's have a look at each of these individually and I'll explain exactly how the process works. Okay, so first up, the domain's EPP code, or AUTH code as it's sometimes called. And basically it sounds very complicated, very easy to understand. It's just a small password that you need which is available from your current domain registrar. Now if you have a domain registration area or a domain management area where you can log in, you'll normally find it listed there, and it would just be, as I say, a password that you need to enter when you're transferring your domain name. Now when you transfer a US domain name, you purchase the transfer, and normally the cost will be 1 year's cost of registration. So when you transfer your domain name across, you'll have to pay that fee, but then 1 year is added to the registration fee. Now if you're transferring to Pickaweb, you'll notice as you go through the purchase process that it asks you for the domain's EPP or AUTH code. So you do need to have this before you actually start to initiate the transfer. What will then happen is the transfer request will go through, and the way that US domain names work is that you will be sent an email asking you to authorize the transfer. Now this is going to be sent to the administrative contact, the admin contact of the domain name. So the next thing you need to do is, if you go below, I've included a link to the Whois, and basically all that the Whois is it gives you some vital information about any domain name that has been registered. So if you just enter your domain name in the space provided in the Whois, click on search, and it will provide you with that information. And the first thing you need to do is to make sure that your domain is unlocked. Again, if you have a domain management area with your current registrar, just have a look there, and normally you'll see an option to disable the lock. Okay, so if you look on the Whois, it will say something like domain status, and if it says transfer prohibited, then that means that your domain is currently locked. So what you need to do is just unlock that, or ask your current registrar, your current domain registration company, to unlock the domain name. And if you do another search after you've done that, you'll see that it says domain status OK or active. Now as soon as you can see that that's the case, then your transfer should be able to progress no problem. The other thing that you'll see on the Whois, very important, if you go down and have a look at the admin contact, the admin email contact of your domain name, and you need to make sure that the email address that's listed there is one that you have access to. And the reason is, when you process the domain transfer request through Pickaweb, an email will be sent to that email address just asking you to confirm that you wish to approve the transfer. It's like a security measure in a way. So let's just recap then. First, get your EPP or AUTH code. Secondly, check the Whois. I'll give you the link below. Just make sure that it says domain status active. If it says transfer status prohibited or anything like that, you need to change that. Do that through your current registrar if you have a management area, or ask them to make the change for you. Finally, look on the Whois again. Just make sure that you're listed as the admin email contact. And as I say, once the domain comes into our system, 1 year will be added to the registration period. Okay? When you're transferring, if you've done all of that and you need an update, just drop us a quick email, click on the live chat, and we can check that all for you and just let you know exactly how it's going on. I hope that was useful. Thanks very much. Bye-bye.